Right. Let us go and try to understand. Today we are going to see these are the things we are going to see. Actually, as for my plan, generally if I go for the Tableau demo, this was the first class what I used to deliver. These are the points what I used to deliver as part of the first class. But as you people all are matured enough and you people are aware of it, what is domain, what is data, types of databases, you people are aware of it. As you people are aware of it, these all points, let me start from the data warehousing architecture. And in that data warehousing architecture, what exactly Tableau role in the data warehouse, and what are the products available in the Tableau, and what are the standards or what are the things we are going to cover it. So today we'll focus on only three areas. Only three areas we are going to focus. One is called as data warehousing architecture. Second is called as Tableau role in the data warehouse. Third is RRA-Tech training standards and what are the products available in the Tableau. Am I clear? Right.
Okay.
First one, we'll go and try to see the data warehousing architecture. Data warehousing architecture. This was the data warehousing architecture and more specifically with Tableau actually. More specific to Tableau. If you see here, as you people are aware of it, if you want to run any business, you need here two types of members. One member is called as customer, second member is called as employee. Without customer, there is no business. Without employee also, we cannot run the business. To store the customer data, we need here some CRM applications. That's where we got the Siebel, Salesforce. Right now, these all CRMs came into the picture. And without employee also, we cannot run the business. There is reason we come up with Oracle Apps, JD Edwards, PeopleSoft, SAP ERP, n number of things came into the picture. Whatever order you are placing, let us say you are going to the Amazon.com and you are placing one order, you want one laptop. Immediately that is coming and storing into the source, that's called as OLTP. As an employee, you are trying to apply the one day leave you are applying, personal leave you are applying, you have some emergency work, you have to visit somewhere. Personal leave you are applying, that also information will go and try to store where? In the OLTP. So from these OLTPs, generally as part of the data warehouse, we are going to extract the data. While you are extracting, are you going to extract all the data, whatever available in the OLTPs? No, right? We are going to extract whatever you required. Whatever you required, we are going to extract it. For example, so we people understand here one activity we are doing as part of the data warehouse, that is called as ETL activity. As part of the ETL activity, we are doing here one thing that is called as extract. We are doing it. In the extract, we'll do here only required tables we'll try to consider, and in the required tables also, in the required columns we are going to consider, and in the required columns also required rows or data we are going to consider. Only that data only we are going to take for further, right? Required tables, required columns, required rows or data we are going to take it. For example, try to observe any one ETL tool. Let us say I am going for Informatica and your famous table I am trying to take it, that is called as let us say employee table. I will take it. Employee table I will take it. Let us say I am going for SD Vora 1211. Then employee table I am taking it. Let us say go to the mappings. Then SD Vora employee dimension table is available. Let me take that mapping. SD Vora employee dimension. Right. If you see here, the employee dimension table, don't try to understand the navigation. Navigation we are least bother. We are not came here to learn the Informatica. Just to understand, I am opening this one. How many tables they consider, sir? This is the one table. This table is called as per underscore all underscore assignments table, and it's acting as what table it is? What table, Banu? Source.
Okay. Source.
That means it is a data warehouse table or it is a OLTP table.
Yeah.
It's a data warehouse or OLTP table.
Data warehouse.
Is it?
It's a fact, I guess.
Sorry? Is
that a fact table or something? That's it.
No, F is available, but doesn't mean that one it is a fact table. It is a source actually. It is a OLTP table only.
That's a source. Okay.
Okay, but it is just for confusion purpose. There's some reason it is matching with our data warehousing terminology, but it is a OLTP table only. Okay. Now we are taking this is one of the table, and we have similarly one more table. This is a one more table we have it. And similarly, we have here one more table, we have it, this is agents table. And similarly, we have here one more table, this is called as sales representative table. All these tables are what? OLTP tables, all are sources. Only these 5 tables only available in the mission, OLTP database. Or we have so many tables. Only these 5 tables available. Only these 5 tables available in the OLTP database, or we have so many tables?
We have many other tables also, right?
Yeah, we have a number of tables. But we are taking here what we are taking. We are trying to take only required tables only. We are trying to take it. We are not taking all the tables. Second point, we are trying to consider required columns only. What is the meaning of required columns? If you see here, even though we have these all columns, are you taking assignment ID for next level? This blue line is not available means that means you are not taking that one for the next level. That means this column we are not taking for next level. So we are taking a required columns only we are taking, or all the columns we are taking? We are taking a required columns only we are taking it. Yes or no? Third one, if you go and try to see the SQL query, whatever they written inside this one, they have big SQL query. We are least bothered about this SQL query, but see in the bottom, they are doing here some kind of joins. Because of the joins, some data will be missing or not. If join condition is failed, then it is going to miss it. And also we are writing here some conditions we are writing it. Because of these conditions, what will happen is in the runtime, we are going to get, let us say, even though we have 100 records available in the sources, you may get some 20 or 30 records you may be getting it because of the join conditions or whatever it is. So we are trying to consider here required data only we are considering or not. That's what we are saying here. We are going to extract here required tables, required columns, required rows or data. Once you taken this one, next what you are doing the activity? We are doing transformation. What do you mean by transformation? If you see here, they are trying to convert here. If you see carefully, they written here some case when statement they written. If it is AE, then they are going for information 10 they are taking it. If it is a KW, then they are taking here one other column they are taking it. They are trying to convert one form of data into another form of data or not? They are trying to convert one form of data into another form of data they are converting or not?
Yes.
As they are converting one form of data into another form of data, I can consider this is a one transformation I can consider. Okay, of course we have like the transformations and number of things. In fact, whatever I shown previously, this is called as what? Transformation only. And whatever we have this lookup, that also called as transformation only. And similarly here n number of things are available. Expression, in the expression also we may be doing some kind of calculations. Here we are doing one kind of calculation, converting into the character. Converting into the character also one of the data manipulation only. All data manipulations are called as transformations. For example, you are converting into the character, that also called as one data manipulation. Or we are trying to concatenate first name, we are trying to concatenate with last name, we are concatenating, that also called as transformation. We are converting whatever we have the money, dollars, that one we are trying to convert into the rupees, that also called as transformation. We have here, let us say, kilometers available, that we are trying to convert into the miles, we are converting it, that also called as transformation. Anything, one form of data you are trying to convert into another form, then it is called as transformation. Third one, once you transformed whatever way you want it, finally we are going to do here loading into data warehouse. Loading into where? Data warehouse. We're extracting from where? We're extracting from OLTP. We'll extract from OLTP and finally we are going to load into the data warehouse. Transformations will be happens in one place. That place is called as staging area place. Staging area place we are going to do the transformations. That's what exactly ETL people are going to do it. ETL people means who? Who are the people are called as ETL people? A resource who is working on the talent. Talent is a one of the good combination with the Tableau actually. Okay, talent is one of the good combination with the Tableau. Both are works excellently on the big data. Both are going to work excellently on the big data. So the talent also it's growing in that area only it is growing. And ODI, as you know, it is a Oracle product. It is also called as, actually it is ELT tool, it is called as. And Informatica, it is also one of the famous or more market occupied tool actually. In the ETL area, let us say 100 projects are going on, then more than 50% of projects are going in the Informatica only. If you see the Gartner coordinates, we have Gartner coordinates. In the Gartner coordinates, you can see Informatica is the first position. For example, let us go and try to observe the Gartner coordinates. Let us say ETL tools rank Gartner Magic Coordinate 2015. Suppose I am going for ETL tools, then you can go and you can observe here. I think we got here reporting tools, we got here. Yeah. See this image now once. If you see this image, there you can observe what happened. Something else we got. Okay. Right. If you see this image, who is the first position we have, sir, in the leaders coordinate? Informatica. So Informatica is the most occupied market, and of course in the place we have what? Talent also available. Even talent is occupied, this much of leaders coordinates came also, that is best you can say it. Because Informatica is available from long time, but talent is available only from few years. Right? That is the reason we need to appreciate that one. Coming to our tool, even Tableau also, let us say how we can say Tableau is a good in the market. Tableau is a good in the market, how we can say, I have the small brain. We also have the small brain with the 10 years or 15 years of experience. We cannot justify which tool is good or which tool is bad, and those all things. We don't know all the tools whatever available in the data warehouse. But the Gartner is the one guy, that guy's job is to validate which tools are doing good in the market, in futures wise, cost wise, n number of parameters he'll consider, and finally you will try to give the ratings, he'll try to give it. Okay, In that area, if you go and try to observe this image, if you observe this image, let us say it is opening it. If you observe this image, we have here Tableau. Where it is available, sir? In the leaders coordinate only it is available, and it is available in the first place. It is available, right? And even last year also it came. This one Tableau only came in the first position. This is one of the confirmation for you. Tableau is doing good job in the market. Tableau is doing good job in the market. Am I clear?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Now we understand one point. As of now, we have the tools. That tool is called as ETL tool. Up to data warehouse development. Up to data warehouse development will be taken care by ETL people. Once data warehouse development is completed, then we will be coming into the picture. We are called as reporting people. We are called as reporting people. Reporting people are the people who are working on the Tableau, OBI, Cognos, SAP Business Objects, ClickView, MicroStrategy, and number of tools are available in the market. I listed here only few of the things. Even so many tools are available in the market. Even some of the tools I too don't know. That many tools are available in the reporting area. Even the ETL area also, so many tools are available. We are all aware of it, only few of them. Okay. Now, let us go and try to observe here. Tableau, if you take the Tableau is a tool, what we are doing exactly. I given architecture wise, I am trying to give here directly data warehouse to sheet I given, right? There is no rule like always our report need to be developed from the data warehouse only. Directly you can develop from the OLTP also can develop. Our Tableau not aware of it. Not only Tableau, any reporting tool. Any reporting tool will not aware of it what database you are connecting backend. It is a data warehouse database or it is a OLTP database. System is not aware of it. Are you getting my point? System not aware of it.
Yes.
What type of database you connected backend. We know this database is contains transactional data, so it's a OLTP. This database has analytical data, so it's a data warehouse. That's how we are differentiating it based on the data what it is holded. But as a reporting tool, it has no intelligence to identify what database it is. All it thinks is, yes, do you have the database? Yes, I can develop the report. Even, you know what, let us say this is what our Tableau tool, whatever we have it. This is what the Tableau tool, whatever we have it. I am trying to open the Tableau tool. Okay, it's trying to open. Now, I want to communicate with the Oracle database. I want to communicate. There is an option is available, Oracle. What is the option? Oracle. In the Oracle, you people are aware of it. Let us say Scott and Tiger, very famous. You are aware of it, right? If I go and try to give your server name as ORCL, and we are trying to provide here username as Scott and password as Tiger, we are providing it. Let us say if I click on here sign in, then it is going to be signed in. It is going to be signed in. It is signed in. Then I want to drag and drop one table. I want to drag and drop. Let us say EMP table. I want to drag and drop. What I want to drag and drop? EMP table. I want to drag and drop. Then I am trying to drag and drop DEPT table also. I am trying to drag and drop. DEP table also I am trying to drag and drop. Then automatically join between EMP and DEPT is going to be occurred. You can observe here automatically we got here join between EMP and DEPT. The join type is equal to what? What is this? Inner join. Then using this is called as data source now. We are trying to create here one report. We are trying to create it using what it is. You have to interact, then only it will be very good. What it is? Sheet 1. Sheet 1 is nothing but, in my case I can say it is a report 1. If I say sheet 1 or report 1, both are one and same. General terminology is report, and in our Tableau terminology is sheet 1. And we connected now, whatever we connected EMP and DEPT tables, it is a data warehouse tables or it is a OLTP tables, sir?
Data warehouse.
Who said?
Normal tables also.
As I know, those tables are OLTP tables only, because EMP, DEPTs are not proper dimensions and facts actually. Okay, that is not data warehouse table, it is a transactional data only. Transactional data kind of data only, that is. Okay, anyhow, what I want to tell here, the point is, system least bother about what type of database you connected. It may be OLTP or it may be data warehouse, it doesn't matter, it will be able to handle it. Tableau has no limitation. Tableau has no limitation. It won't tell, hey, I will work with only OLTP or I will work with only OLAP, like that. It will work with anything. If you go for your ad, even it can work with what? Excel. If you want, you can go on, you can browse your Excel and you can point out one Excel also, you can point out. It will work. It can point out what? With one Excel also you can point out. This is what the Excel, whatever we have the data, you can observe here. This is what the Excel. In the Excel, what are the tables are available? People is a one table, orders is a one table. Those things also, if you want to drag and drop, you can drag and drop it. Of course, there is no relation between orders and DPT, so it is not understanding how I have to create the join. Are you getting my point?
Yes.
And even you can go for here, let us say, what is this? We have here, let us say, you people are famous with Google Sheets. Yes or no? Google Sheets also can communicate it. Even if people are famous with, let us say, MySQL. MySQL can communicate it. Microsoft SQL Server. Or we have here, Hadoop corresponding databases are available. Those things are called as, you can see here, Cloudera Hadoop. I hope you people are aware of it. Cloudera is a Hadoop related platform they are going to provide it. That also I can go and I can connect it. And we have here one more thing, Hadoop corresponding thing. This is Art Networks Hadoop. This guy also equivalent to the Cloudera guy. He also provides the Hadoop cluster and all. So I have no limitation basically. Any database you name it. It may be Excel, it may be test file, it may be Access, it may be relational database, it may be big data database, or whatever it is, doesn't matter. I am able to communicate it. I am able to communicate it, and I will be able to develop the reports also. For instance, I want to develop a report now using DNAME wise. DNAME wise, I want to know sum of salaries. Okay, here this order is as no relation. That is what this problem making. Let us go for the sheet 1 now. Now try to drag and drop DNAME I am taking here. Then I am trying to take here salary column I am taking here. Now we are able to see here DNAME wise what is my salary expenditure. Accounting 8750 is my salary expenditure. Research 10875 is my salary expenditure. 9400 is my salary expenditure. Yes or no? This is one report. Now if I want to create one more report, then I can go, I can rename even this one, right click. There is an option called as here. There is an option called as here. Rename it. You can go on, you can rename whatever way you want it. Are you getting my point? What is the name here? DNAME wise. What is this? Sal. Now I want to create here one more sheet. Let us say the sheet job wise how I am paying the money. Job wise my salary expenditure I want to understand. Then job wise, for analyst, how much my expenditure, for clerks, how much my expenditure, those things I am getting here. So that also we can go on, we can rename here job wise salary. Now a number of reports you can go on, you can create it. Each report is called as one sheet. That's what I am trying to tell in this architecture. Sheet 1, sheet 2, like that. A number of things we are developing using what? Backend, some database we are taking, right?
Yes.
These things, then we are trying to develop here. What is this? Dashboard we are trying to develop it. So dashboard is nothing but here, next we have here one more thing that is called as dashboard. This is called as sheet. This is called as dashboard. If you want one more report, you have to go for the new worksheet. If you want to go for the dashboard, you have to click on this new dashboard. If you click on the new dashboard, then you can observe whatever you developed already reports. Those things are available here. You can go and you can drag and drop. You can go and you can drag and drop these things wherever you want it. The positions are it's showing here properly. It is showing. Now this is the one thing, job wise salary. Right side we have here dname wise salary. Are you getting my point?
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
So overall what I want to say is dashboard is nothing but collection of what? Reports or sheets here. Collection of reports or sheets here. And next we have here some story. Last one we have here that is called as story. Story is the one, let us say inside the story, you can put whatever title you want, caption whatever you want, you can put it. In the story, I can go and I can drag and drop on dashboard. Even I can drag and drop, even one report also I can drag and drop it. Okay. And I can go and I can drag and drop. I can go and I can drag and drop another things also you can go and you can drag and drop here. So what are the inputs for story? It may be sheet,
Reports and dashboard.
dashboard. That's what I given in the diagram. Story input may be coming from dashboard. Maybe you can use as input for the story. Directly sheet also you can use as input for the story. These three works like creating the sheets, creating the dashboards, creating the story. If you know it, that's it. You are aware of the Tableau. That's it. This is what the simple tool. As a reporting guy, we are going to develop reports, we are going to develop dashboards, we are going to develop stories. I know you given this bit of introduction to me in the beginning, you people said, one of the resources said like, I worked on the OBAWE. This guy will be disappointed because we don't have here semantic layer. In our Tableau, what is not available? Semantic layer is not available. Even he said he's worked on the Cognos. For this guy also will disappoint because we don't have the semantic layer in Tableau. Okay. Even though semantic layer is not available, it is doing its own job up to some extent. In what areas it is going to fail, we have to observe it. I hope he knows Cognos, right? In semantic layer, we are going to develop using what, sir? Using framework manager, we are going to develop the semantic layer that is called as Cognos project file, or it's called as model, right?
Yes, yes.
Yeah. In case of OBAWE, we is going to develop that is called as RPD. It is developed using administration tool, right? This kind of work is not at all available in the Tableau. I mean, semantic layer is not available in the Tableau. Directly we are trying to develop the report, directly developing from the data warehouse only. That is the difference between Tableau architecture and other reporting tools architecture. In other reporting tools, we'll get here one more layer between this data warehouse and these reports are going to get one more layer. That layer is not available in the Tableau. Yeah, that is called as semantic layer. That's right. Okay, that's what called as data warehousing architecture, what I want to cover. And let us move on to the what are the products available in the Tableau. What are the products available in the Tableau? Just will try to concentrate on that one. Products available in the Tableau, will try to concentrate on it. We have the products. These are the products are available, and in fact that is what our RRI Tech training outline. Generally I will be covering the data warehousing concepts also if people are came from the without data warehousing background. Now if I explain what is transactional data, what is analytical data, it really not fruitful to you people, because already you people are aware of it, what is transactional data and what is analytical data, right? That's what for you people, 3 people, I can skip this area and I can move on to the next level. And in this area also, if you have any specific questions, let me know. We'll together we'll work it out and we'll try to learn more on that area. Right. And
Yeah,
in
sure.
Tableau latest version only we are going to cover it. Okay. Of course, any version it is okay. Any version it is okay. Lot of versions are available in the Tableau. Whatever version you like it, that version you can go and you can install it within a minutes of time and you can explore that one. Okay, this is what the latest version. I think 10.1.1 we have here, right? 10.1.3 also available. Actually 10.1.3 is not available in my case. In my case 10.1.3 is not available, but 10.1.3 also we have it. So this is where the site of the Tableau. We are going to download the softwares. What is the latest version we have in the Tableau here? 10.1.3. Okay, the 10.1.3 released on the 12/28/2016 is released. Okay, that's what we are going to explain here. In our machines only I am going to install it and I will be explaining in our machines only. Okay, one very bad thing whatever we have it is, this will work only 14 days, sir, unfortunately. That means whatever license key you will provide, right, that will work only 14 days. If you want 1 year, there is a one solution is available. Okay, get some student ID, then we'll be able to work it out for 1 year. Are you getting my point?
So student ID means?
Anyone engineering student or MCA student. Okay, just we study.
ID number is what we need. Registration number for the student.
Yeah, I want ID card. In the ID card, we'll have the main fields like what is that? Number 1, name. Number 2, date of academic year. Okay, and date of birth. These are the 3 fields will be available, right? Those 3 fields you have to provide it, as well as that ID card also we have to scan and we have to upload it.
Okay.
If you upload like that, then Tableau guy is going to provide you license key. Using that license key, 1 year it will work. If not, it will work only for 14 days.
So any background, maybe technical or non-technical.
Sorry?
It's from any background student, non-technical or technical, any.
Yeah, anything is okay. Is ID card is available means that is okay. As long as it is. But should not keep MBBS ID card, sir. Okay, right. Now, come to the point here. So we have here one of the tool that is called as Tableau Desktop is the thing whatever available. Tableau Desktop is the one where we are going to work 90% of our life we are going to spend here only, sir. Whatever we developed here, right, just now we developed, right, this is called as what? Tableau Desktop only. This total area whatever you are seeing is what? Tableau Desktop only. Once your development is completed everything, we are going to sign into the server and we are going to publish this one into the server. We are going to publish it. That publishing is completed, that is called as, what is this? Tableau server. Whatever I developed here report, That report I can publish to the Tableau server, ORR, I can publish to the Tableau online. Tableau server is like your own infrastructure, sir. Tableau online is in the Tableau cloud, you are trying to publish it. Some people, what they will do, they cannot purchase the entire server, right? For them, they provide a Tableau online also they provided. I'll go more details down the line. So whatever report you developed in the Tableau desktop that you can publish into where? Tableau server, or you can publish into where? Tableau online, you can publish it. But any customer you taking, that customer will have either of the two things only, sir. I mean to say, either this pair or this pair. Any customer will have any of the two things only. That I mean to say, Tableau desktop plus Tableau server, or Tableau desktop plus Tableau online. Tableau desktop is common. Either they will have Tableau server or Tableau online. So these three are the main components what we are going to experience in my training program. These are the three things what we are going to use in our live also. And previously I said licensing issues, right? Then they come up with the, for learning purpose, they provided a Tableau public. What this Tableau public is, once you installed it, lifelong we can use it. However, if you see here, for me, we are seeing here how many connections we are seeing, sir. Excel, test file, Access, Oracle, MySQL, a number of sources we are seeing, right? But in Tableau public, you will see only spreadsheet, I mean Excel sheet and notepads. What is the problem with the Tableau public?
Okay.
It is lifelong, but only you can access what? Excels. There is nothing but spreadsheet. Okay, or test files, we are going to access it using the Tableau public. But it is no license is required. Lifelong, it is free. It is just for our learning purpose. It is very useful. If you don't have a student ID card, those all things also is okay. All functionalities you can verify using Tableau public. Next one, Tableau mobile. Even if you go to their iOS means App Store or Android means Google Play, if you type just Tableau, then you are going to get one app. That app is known as Tableau mobile. Okay, that using that one, you can go and you can access your reports. You can access it. Of course, nowadays these mobile apps are provided by almost all the reporting guys. Even OBGuy also has one of the online. App is available that is called as Oracle BAHD. Okay, similarly, this guy also has one of the app. That app you can download and you can see the server whatever you published the reports. Whatever reports you published, those all reports you can access using your mobile. That also we are going to see practically. We are going to see it in our mobiles. I'll show that one. These are the 5 products what I am going to explain, sir. Am I clear?
Okay.
Yes.
Right. If you go to the official website of the Tableau, this is what the official website of the Tableau. There we have the products. In the product, these are the products whatever we have it. One is Tableau desktop, Tableau server, Tableau online, then Tableau mobile, then Tableau public. These are the 5 products what I am talking about it. These 2 things are not at all required. Embedded analytics and visible, it is not at all required. These all are simple apps kind of things actually. If you go for visible, this is iOS app which is not at all required for our learning purpose. It is a download on the App Store. Only it works with the mobile that too what is this, Mac systems. Am I clear? iOS it is going to work. Okay, that is the reason the main components in the companies we are going to work only with the 5 components. These are the 5 components what are going to work. Those are all 5 components I am going to cover here.
Okay.
Okay.
And how many days it will take?
We are going to cover within a month of time, sir.
Okay.
That's what I want to cover today. I said today we are going to cover about data warehousing architecture, Tableau role in the data warehousing, and RRA training standards. I am about to explain it, that I explained already. These are the products, 5 products I am going to cover. That corresponding materials, videos, everything will be delivered to you.
Okay. Okay, and that will be 30 days. Can it be like, made it a little less or something? Like try and cover it within 20 days or something?
Plan for 30 days, that is the best option. Okay. Of course, anyhow, once 20 days is completed, then almost you will be aware of it, how to work in the Tableau tool. Don't worry. If your project is very
Okay, and
urgent.
about the weekends, this will include weekends also, right? Saturdays, Sundays?
Yeah, everything is counted. Everything is counted. That 30 days total.
Okay, okay. Okay.
Okay. Thanks, folks. Then I think I completed my demo. Okay. If you have any questions, you can ask me. Otherwise, we'll close for the today, and we'll meet tomorrow.
Okay, thank you. And the timings will be same, right?
Yeah, same timings.
But
Okay, thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you. Please coordinate with the HR and do the registration process and all. Tomorrow we'll continue. Thank you. Bye bye.
Sure, bye.
And tomorrow onwards, I'll also will give the notes from where you have to follow and how to do that one. Those all things. Tomorrow onwards, I'll give the notes. Today demo, there is notes, nothing I given to you people. Thank you. Bye bye.
Okay.
okay.